I have to say hello everybody, my YouTube fam. How's it going? I hope that your Christmas was good. Mine was the lousiest I ever experienced. So I'm really sincere in stating I really hope everybody else's Christmas was awesome, over the moon, and was all that you had wished for. Because two things: A, December isn't Jesus's birthday, and B, the fact that it may not be his legitimate birthday, but his birth and recognition of unconditional and eternal love. Well, that's the Christmas I'm talking about, and I really hope it was a good one. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a stalker, and pretty blazing. While I'm medicated, I come to and I see somebody there, and then I'm out because I take some heavy-duty meds, and that whole scenario sucks, because he comes in and takes whatever he wants whenever he wants, and I literally became a prisoner in my home, because every time I stepped out my door I was being robbed of one thing or another. And there's finally a police file, so I'm very serious about this, and the situation is a bit peculiar, because I know who it is, and the person has access to each and every apartment, and because of this abuses their power, and there's no form or nothing that would indicate that this was a break-in. Not by any means, because there isn't a break-in. The person just walks in, walks out, so there's no show of stress. Not on the frame of the door, not the door in itself, not the lock. It does not appear to have any type of forced entry, because there isn't. So I've been really frazzled by this, and Christmas came along, and I was pretty chipper. I was pretty happy. I live by myself on my own best company, but I touched base with my kids, and before I did that, because I've got family here, because I woke up in the morning, and the first thing that I noticed, there were presents missing under the tree. And then I noticed, oh jeepers, I had no wrapping paper, and I had a couple of gifts for my grandchildren and others, and no wrapping paper. And I just went, what the? So gifts are gone, wrapping paper's gone, even all the scotch tape is gone, food that was in the freezer's gone, anything that pertained to Boxing Day or snacks for children or desserts, everything gone. Just takes it upon himself. And that's how I started my Christmas. And this person has been taking absolutely everything until I can show evidence of this. I mean, we're talking money, gold, you name it, it's gone. But it's consistent. And I had absolutely, next to nobody, believing me, because there is no evidence. And I'm going, how could this possibly be happening? And so I stopped taking my medication at nighttime. And it really sucks, because it's for the heart, it's for high blood pressure, and I really need to take those twice a day, as well as because I had 3 severe heart attacks and 2 major surgeries. I've got this dweeb that is making my life a living hell. And then come Boxing Day, I guess because I was either coming down, and I would think because of the tension of Christmas, It didn't get any better, but I decided at that point I was going to put the screw to this person, where I had absolutely enough because of the violation. And I think the person has made it so personal that I am speechless as to what I really truly want to say. Wait, I'm speechless because I can't say what I really truly want to say. So if I'm a little razzled bedazzled, this is why. And for Christmas, I woke up at 12:38. I looked at the time and I said, "Oh, Happy New Year to me." And I dozed right back off. And I think to myself, it was probably one of the very best, because I did what truly made me happy. I needed to sleep because I was losing all sorts of sleep. And I finally went, okay, that's it. It's not even a matter of me outsmarting this person anymore, because this person even taunts. I figured, patience. Patience is the way to go. Think positive. Patience. Know that my prayers have always been answered. So there's no reason for this one not to be answered. And that is, I want him charged and I want him in jail. So, upon all of this information, because I had to get it out of my system, thank you for listening, and thank you for being there for me to talk to. And the fact that you're there, I take it as support. So I really have to say thank you. I mean that from all that is above and in here, thank you. Okay, now because I had to get that out of my system, I had promised with the last 2.5, 3 weeks up and down. Maybe it's that long, maybe it's not. Okay, I'm an earth sign, so I'm always looking at worst first. And in that way, everything else is a bonus. It's all gravy. After you look at the worst first. Okay, so I thought to myself, okay, I promised, and now it's the time where I said, hey, look, this is only for pea lovers, not corn, not beans, peas. If you love peas, then this dish is for you. Now, it's a recipe that we cook up north, and I'm pretty sure down south, but I know we cook up north, and it is really quick, really easy. I mean, so much so that, sometimes even, you've been running around all day, or you've been shopping all day, you've been at work all day, you've been teaching all day, you've been at school all day, you've been rushing one child here, the other one there, and, you're looking to make sure the wife is happy, happy wife, happy life, and then before you know it, you're in that kitchen and going, oh, I'm exhausted. What am I going to throw together? What do I have to throw together that my whole family would love? And no, I'm not talking processed. What my whole family would love, and I too would love, because of the time limit that it takes. Now, it's called pasta e piselli. And piselli, with an S, are peas. So it's pasta and peas. So this is what you got to do. Whatever pasta you choose, okay? And you'll find that traditionally, with this dish, they'll either use spaghettini and break it off into small pieces, or actual spaghetti and break it off in small pieces. Water to boil, you throw your pasta in, a pinch of salt, it's cooking. And that takes what? 7, 8, maybe 10 minutes max, because that's all you're looking at is max. In another pot, what you need to do is you need to add oil, okay, and this is all measured by eye. So I'm going to say, depending on how many people, like if you're looking at making a 4-plate dinner or a 5-plate dinner, you are going to use approximately a cup of oil. And oil is good for you, providing. Now, first things first, initially people automatically, they go for olive oil, virgin oils. And I'm going to say the best that you possibly, would want to use for cooking would be a sunflower oil, a lighter oil. You don't want to put any olive oil in any pot and turn any heat on it, because what happens, it turns into that badly bad trans fat, that bad fat. So it goes from being a healing, because olive oil does have healing properties, to actually being an enemy to your body, because the heat turned that fat into a poison. So we want to avoid cooking with olive oil at all times. Where olive oil comes in is after, and I'm going to say after it's been tossed, on top of the salad, as you're just about done either fowl or meat, is really going to be upon how much of that oil you use it. The nice thing is that olive oil really is healthy, and if you throw it in with whatever recipe requires it, you're going to find that this is excellent for your body, excellent for your blood, excellent for your heart, all the way around. Okay, so pasta pisali. So we got the pasta that's all broken up in little pieces and it's boiling away, and it's going to cook faster than it would if the spaghetti or spaghettini were thrown into the water intact. Okay, so over here, we'll say we are looking at 3 dishes. 3. So I would say to myself, okay, it's going to take me approximately 1/4 of, we'll say 1/3, between 1/4 and 1/3. And you want to throw into that oil peas and onions. Now I'm going to back up for a second. As the oil, the sunflower oil, begins to heat up, you want to throw in onions. 1 good medium size is all you need. It doesn't matter red, white. If it's blue, I'd be a little worried. But in all seriousness, and as soon as the onion, turned a slight gold, a slight gold, you want to wait maybe 5 seconds, and then what you want to do is throw in the peas. And when that is cooking, this is cooking, and it takes about the same time. So we'll say all of this has taken 7 minutes. You drain the pasta, and you put the oil and the peas on top of the pasta. What you want to do at that point, you want to use fresh olive oil, and pour another 1/3 on top. Now, in the midst of this, you have to decide which ingredients you would like. Myself, I really like rosemary. I think it really adds that little bit that it needs. And with rosemary, you never really need lots. A few sprinkles, and top it off with Parmesan cheese. And sincerely, your friends will go, wow, I didn't think the combination would work, but this is actually really good. Us Italians is a little secret, because we know it works. We've been cooking it since the beginning of time. So let me go through this. You boil water. You break spaghetti, okay, depending on how many there's there. A small fist, okay, or a bigger fist. You break it up into small pieces and you throw it in the boiling water. It cooks, it boils within 7 to 10 minutes. Over here, you had put aside 3/4, okay, of olive oil. And you can even put a 1/2 cup. Let's make it even easier. A 1/2 cup of olive oil, and you've got another 1/2 cup of sunflower oil. You don't want to cook the onions in the olive oil. You want to cook the onions in the sunflower oil. At that point there, when the onions begin to slightly become golden, you want to throw however much salt you'd like in it, however much pepper you would like in it, the ingredients that you would like in it. And like I said, I really like, for a pasta like that, not oregano. That's not the herb. The herb is either going to be a basil or it's going to be a rosemary. So for the last 3 minutes, you're letting the onion continue to cook and gold. Your heat is on in between medium and low. And I would go a little more on the low side than the medium side, because in actuality, it takes only the amount of time as it takes for the spaghetti to cook. You get those two at the same time. That's how it goes. And then you top it off with Parmesan cheese. If you would like a little more oil, where most people do, that's when you use the olive oil and you want to top it off. This is, like I said, is a 5 to a 10 minute time to prep, cook, and eat the whole dinner. It's a win-win. Whether you come from the north, the middle, or the south, every Italian, or the heel, or the toe, every Italian loves pasta. No, I was going to say something else. Pasta piselli. I was going to say pasta and beans, but that's a whole other story. This is pasta and peas. Now, even if you're camping, you got some dry pasta, you come across water, and you by chance have a can of peas or a 1/2 can of peas, you know yourself you've got a really good dinner. You do. Now, like I said, don't forget to top it off with the parm. You're going to love it. Test it out. You know, and if you don't like peas, you're not going to like this. It's for pea lovers only. All right, now this is an authentic dish. Go ahead and make it, and invite your family, invite your friends, and they're gonna say, hey, you want to share your secret? Now, you can even cook clams like this, and there's only one ingredient that differs, and it turns out to be an awesome dish. And really quick here, I'll make another quick video, and this one here is about chicken soup. Oh yeah, and there again, it's a winner amongst all who live in the boot. Okay, and that would be Italy, right? We got it. I'm Diggin'. This has been The Vibe. I'm really glad that you come out to hang around, and I'm really glad that you're here. Flat out, you're living, you're breathing. I think it's really awesome. Stay nice, be kind, share, like. You can subscribe, and if all fails, we always Google it. Okay, ciao, amore. Ciao, ciao. I'm Diggin'.